Gentlemen, start your engines!
Hey everybody, my name is Mux and welcome back to NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Today we are at Rockingham, North Carolina Speedway for the Subway 400. And in my 15% race, it means we will have 59 laps around the track. We are starting third today. We're coming up to the green, so let's see how we do. Alright, so as we head out of turn 2 here, I've got to be honest with you, I decided to actually do this commentary after I did the race. Problem was, as I was practicing, I would keep wrecking in 1 and 2 all the time as I was trying to talk and give my thoughts as I was racing, so I decided I'd just go ahead and record the video and just drive so I could concentrate on what I was doing, and then I figured I would add what I was thinking after the race. So this is a little different than what I've been doing to date, so we'll see how it goes. So as we pick it up here, I am trying to battle Jimmy Spencer for the lead, and so I tried to take him on the inside there, but you can see my line didn't work out quite well. I'm trying to focus on taking that 1 and 2 turn well. And yeah, this is one track that now I became a NASCAR fan 2005, being a Canadian and a big hockey fan. That was actually the year that the NHL went on strike and lost an entire season, so I started watching NASCAR races and got into it immediately. So you can see here that I've switched the fuel window. The projected laps on this fuel tank is 43. There's 54 laps to go. So I was calculating that anytime after 12 laps would be enough. At least it would give me enough gas to get to the end of the race. So anytime after 12 laps I would have been good to pit. And then I switched over. You can see now I'm at lap 7 already. Still trying to take this lead from Spencer here with Bobby Hamilton in my mirror. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to get around him. I had a good run on the outside here, and I'm thinking I might be able to get him here, but lost a lot of momentum and end up getting steamrolled a little bit. Dropped back to 4th. Was able to cut down again and get on that white line without giving up any more spots. There's a little bit of traffic in front of me here now. Figured I'd try the outside line again and realize it's not working. So just hold my position and keep riding around a little bit. So it seems to me that the inside line is the place to be. So already I'm finding here that I've got to slow down a fair bit for these corners, particularly 1 and 2. Which is a sign of tire wear. Anyhow, so becoming a NASCAR fan in 2005 means I never got to watch a cup race at this track. But as far as I understand, the drivers used to love coming and racing here. As I try and get Spencer on the outside here. Again, I'm not sure how this will go coming through 1 and 2. Oh, I had to let off the gas there. It was getting pretty tight on exit. And I guess too, with this being North Carolina, it would have been, touched the wall there a little bit. Kind of like another home race, kind of like Lowe's or now Charlotte Motor Speedway for the drivers. So, still trying to battle that outside line there with Spencer. And I complete the pass there. Believe me, that wasn't easy, getting around him on the outside. So settle into second place here. And again, have to let out of the gas a little bit there. Getting pretty tight going through 1 and 2, particularly on exit. And you can see how much slower I've got to take the turn now through 3 and 4 as well. And the corner exit was killing me. You can see now that Spencer had the run on me here. And again, having to let out, and he takes a spot back. Yeah, so you can hear me having to let out of the gas quite a bit now, going through both turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So, but I have to keep working the outside here because he's not giving me any room inside. And I kind of kept him bottled down there, which meant he lost some momentum and I was able to make the pass here. Settle in with Tony Stewart in my sights again. You can see my corner entry's good. I get a lot of momentum, and kept it actually coming out of turn 2 there. So I'm trying to just size them up here a little bit. I'm not going to make any crazy moves and get the truck wrecked. Yeah, look at that. All the way down to less than 120 compared to at least 10 more miles an hour through 1 and 2 at the start of the race. And again, slowing right down here through 3 and 4. Now at this point I can feel my tires losing a lot of grip. One good thing though about slowing down the corner is my exits become a lot better, which is a bit of a lesson. Sometimes it's good to back up the corner and able to make the pass there by doing just that. Backing up the corner a little bit, able to get under Stewart and make the pass. And you can see there I slid up the track, tires are starting to go. Went in a little too hot as well into turn 1. Yeah, so I've switched over here. You can see the tire wear now, especially that right front. Lost a fair amount of grip on it. So I'm thinking now that tires are going to wear out before the end of a fuel run. So now I got to figure out when to pit. And I'm more concerned now about tire wear rather than fuel. So I definitely only want to pit once, but I got to pick the time that's going to keep the tires strong enough through the end of the race but without giving up too much now at the same time. So you can see the pit summary there. I'm going to take 1 can of fuel, which will get me through to the end. Definitely take all 4 tires, and no adjustments. So we're on lap 23 now, and I figure if I can make it to lap 30-31, so about halfway through the race, that's probably a good point to change tires. So 2 sets, balance it out, first half of the race and the second half of the race. So at this point here, I built up a pretty good lead, over 1 second on Stewart. But I'm thinking too, now I've got to take care of my tires to get me through another 7 laps without popping a tire or wrecking or letting Stewart catch up too much. And see, I'm really starting to lose the grip there. Through 1 and 2, sliding up the turn. So I figure out about 5 laps to go. I'm backing up the turn real far now. Nice and easy through the turns. And I'm definitely not getting on the gas as early on exit either. Yeah, see, so right down to 109 through 1 and 2. Yeah, and that right front is in dire need of a change. So I'm gonna have to pit sooner than later here for sure. Yeah, real slow through these turns now. Try and save those tires, especially that right front. So I figure I'm going to pit in about 3 laps, lap 30. 30-31 at least I'll be coming in. Again, back in that corner right up, slowing right down, taking it nice and easy through those turns and save those tires. I'm trying to keep an eye on my mirror too, and look as I drive on the front stretch here if any other trucks have pit or are pitting. Real slow through these turns now. But I built up a 3-second lead, so obviously the other trucks are having a similar problem. So here I come in and pit on lap 30. Slow it down. So pit road speed is 45, telling me 3,500 in second, so I've given up the lead here, you can see. I'm always real careful coming down pit road, because the last thing I want is to get a black flag. I'd rather give up a little bit of time on the pits and earn it back on the track than risk getting a black flag. So I know I'm third pit stall, but coming around this turn isn't too easy to spot it coming in. So I know at this point now, the last thing I need is a caution. While I'm sitting now a lap down. Yeah, a caution now would pretty much wreck my race. So I'm merging with traffic now, and I gotta be real careful that I don't cause a wreck. And especially with newer tires, and these guys are on older tires, so I'll be a lot faster than these guys now. And Don't want to be causing a wreck and basically making me lose my own race. So see, I'm trying to weave my way through here, but being careful too. Oh. Yeah, and again, some of these trucks now are going to start pitting, I think, so that inside lane coming out of 4 is risky. Oh no. Oh look, I touched him, shot him up. Lucky no wreck there. That would have been my fault too. And again, see, you can see how much quicker I am right now, which kind of makes it difficult for everybody. And again, oh, see, getting close. I'm not able to take the line I want to through the turns either with all the traffic. Had to make it 3 wide there. See, this is the best spot to pass. Coming out of the turn. Safest place. Oh. And getting it slowed up that much is pretty hard. Yeah, in these trucks, they'll get loose on you in a hurry. Applying that much brake. Luckily with the new tires and with a couple laps on it. Oh, see? Thought he was pitting, then he came back up on the track. And there he goes. That was close. That could have been disaster. So obviously now, though, some of these trucks are starting to pit. So it'll clear up some space for me. Especially coming around 3 and 4 here. I gotta watch out for that now. And again, this 54 here causing me troubles. And we get around, no harm, no foul, luckily. Oh, there's Dale Jr.'s truck there, the 3, the Oreo. I wasn't expecting that either. We got on the brake quick there, and so they're all pitting, well, except for that one truck. So I'm starting to work my way back up to where I was. You can see they're sitting in 29th now from 40th. Yeah, so I think most trucks are either on pit road or have been on pit road, and everything's cycling through now. So now I got some space, I can run a line I want to. But I'm also trying to save my tires a little bit now that I know the wear drops off so quick. So I'm certainly not running as hard as I was at the beginning of the race, just trying to keep everything clean, and 20 to go now. Basically just save my equipment for the end of the race. I'm still waiting to see how everything plays out once everybody's cycled through their pit stops and where I am. I don't know how much time I lost on pit road. Had a pretty good lead going in with 3 seconds, but as I said, see, okay. So I ended up in 3rd after the, oh, no, 1st. Back to 1st with a 1.5 second lead. Less than 20 to go, so I'm in a pretty good spot right now. Again, just kind of have to manage those tires. But at the same time, not try to drive slow enough that the group behind me will catch me. So you can see I'm maintaining more speed, but I'm still backing up the corners. instead of driving it in as hard as I was at the beginning of the race. Just probably one of the biggest reasons for dropping that right front so quick. So certainly found a rhythm here, but you can see Brendan gone. Now he's only 0.8 seconds behind me, so I'm keeping an eye on that too. Yeah, and he's the fastest truck on the track right now, gone. You can see he's cutting down about a tenth or so every lap. So I'm keeping an eye on that. See, now he's down to 0.3. Definitely running faster than me. Yeah, so you can see I'm trying to drive it in a little harder there. Got loose, messed up, and he takes a spot. Looking in my mirror a little bit too to see where he was going into that turn, and totally messed it up. He was right there to capitalize on my mistake. Oh, and we have a caution. 14 laps to go. We are going to have ourselves, I figure, about a 10-lap shootout.
Buddy, talk to me about your hot rod. 26.687.
So 14 laps to go. We are under caution. Why don't we take a so-called commercial break while we're under caution? I'll skip through these caution laps here, and we'll pick it back up when it's time for the shootout. Alright, caution lights have just gone out, and which means we're one to go to green. And if everything worked out the way I planned, I've saved you the bore of watching a few caution laps. So it will definitely be a 10-lap shootout. When we come around and take the green, there will be 10 to go. It's a single file restart in 2003, and if I remember right, if there's 10 laps or less, the lap cars start at the back. But if it was more than 10 laps to go, any lap cars would actually be starting on the inside line. But since it'll be 10 to go, there's either no lap cars or that's the rule. Alright, here we go. I normally don't like starting in first gear just in case spin the tires, but I'm gonna need a good start here. So we're okay, good start. Didn't give up too much time. But man, Gon's on a rocket right now. Look at that lead he got. Yeah, my truck just doesn't feel right now. I had to let out, make sure I didn't hit the wall there. So Spencer and Stewart have the spot on me right now, and I'm stuck on the outside. Yeah, after that caution, the truck just doesn't feel the same way that it did before. I don't know why, it could be me, but just doesn't have the same feel. Yeah, see, I'm having a hard time bringing it down under the white line there, which is easily the best way around the track. And I'm thinking at this point too, I don't really need to save tires, because, oh, yeah, getting into the wall doesn't help either. I'm definitely thinking I don't need to save tires now because the caution laps helped out, so that saves some tire wear there. And at this point, I'm kind of thinking it's go time. 7 to go. And I'm in 4th. It's yeah, time to go for that lead. see, again, I'm getting into that turn too hot, and I slide up the track through the middle of the turn, and then I lose some time on exit. So, I was hoping Gone would have stayed stuck on the outside line there. Stewart and I could have got by, but oh, and again, drove it in hard. Luckily, I keep it down low enough and take third. So 5 to go. You can tell I'm driving it pretty hard. And too hard. Get into the wall again. I think that's not going to help my cause for sure. And the damage setting I have is realistic, so I'm sure it's affected some of the aerodynamics driving as well. Yeah, see, I'm losing time on Gone. I don't know if you can see down in the box there, the number 62, I was 0.2 of a second behind him a lap before, and 0.3. So I made up some time here, but now I seem to be losing it through 3 and 4. So see the gap now? Yeah, cut it down a little bit, but again, I'm driving way too hard now. I'm getting too excited. And yeah, see, almost had him on the outside, but getting too tight on exit, had to let off and give it back. So now with 2 to go, I'm just as concerned as holding my position, not letting Stewart by me, as trying to get by these guys. 1 to go. Oh, I gave up a lot there. Yeah, so now I'm in defensive mode. I know I'm not going to catch these guys trying to keep Stewart from passing me. I think he's far enough back, I'm good. And not too bad, I bring it home third. Considering my practice run, I kept wrecking this thing like crazy in 1 and 2. I was definitely pleased to finish third. So we'll bring it into the pits here. In this game I can just as easily hit the escape button now and press get out of car, but I'm trying to simulate, so that wouldn't necessarily happen in real life. So I'll bring her into the pit and get out of the car there. There's that 23 sign. Park it. Nope, we get. Let's just check the standings here. Yeah, so top 5 finish, 3rd place, not too bad. So I figure I'll still be able to keep the points lead, considering the win and a 3rd place. Not sure how. I think it was Harvick, I think, that finished 2nd last race. So there we go. Spencer gets the win. Brendan gone. Racer Mux, Tony Stewart and Dennis Setzer round out the top 5 point standings after 2 races. I'm still in the lead with 355 points. Rick Crawford, closest to me, 44 points behind. And anyhow, well, thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the race. And I think it is Las Vegas next time. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in Vegas.